Podcast.
Yeah, the music and the views, the culture.
Groove Suite.
Let's get into it.
And then don't forget all the lovely things we plan to do today.
Groove Suite Podcast.
What's up? Groove Suite Podcast. What's happening? The Groove Suite. It's Mr. Allen, Mr. Al Pete. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We have a special guest today. I'm sounding like the Breakfast Club. I don't want to sound like that, but nevertheless, I don't have any words to say in replacement of that. So, yeah, we here. We have a special guest coming up soon. It's Mr. Chris Wiliams, the singer, musician, producer, all around cool ass guy. So, this episode will be about this guy. Before we get into anything else, make sure you follow us on all the IGs and all the Twitters and all the Facebooks and stuff like that. The Groove Suite, TheGrooveSuite. And keep in tune with us, man. And just listen to all other episodes that we got going on, okay? So we're finna get us a jam by Mr. Chris Wiliams. And then after that, we're gonna come with the interview. Groove Suite Podcast. Let's go.
Groove Suite Podcast.
I can see it in the way that you're moving, even tell in the way that you're grooving. Let me know I'm getting through to you. Don't try to hide it. I can see that you're getting excited. Got you looking like a fool when you're fighting. Just admit that it's moving you. Yeah. Y'all know about this right here. Put your hands together. Come on, stomp your feet. Put your hands together. Come on, stomp your feet. Put your hands together. Come on, get deep. There's a good time waiting for you. Come on and let's get free. Sing it, y'all. Oh, oh, oh. Come on, y'all. Oh, oh, oh. Sing it again, yo. Yeah. One more time, we got to get out of here, y'all. That's it.
What up? The Groove Suite Podcast. We are bike, BYKE for my Duval folks, back for the world. Yes, sir. It's Mr. Al Pete. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. So, we got the coronavirus going on, so I'm being as cautious as possible, okay? So, we're about to call the homie to see what's up. Let's see. All right, there we go. Yo, this Chris Williams?
Yes, sir.
How are you, sir? This is Mr. Allen from Death Row Records. I'd like to speak to It worked, John. It worked. I'm recording too. My brother, what's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
Man, listen, all is well. How about you, man? Everything good?
Yes, sir. Hanging in there.
Man, listen, I played it well, man. Hopefully when you listen to this, man, you'll be like, this dude is crazy. So to my listeners, to my groovers out there, me and this brother of mine, we have this like running joke. I don't even know. I can't even tell you where it came from. Like, what? Do you remember how it started?
I have no idea. I don't even remember.
Me either. But all I know is something had to happen in relation to Death Row or whatnot. And next thing you know, every time we greet each other or anything that's being said, it could be anything. It could be like the squirrel done came, went across the street. Come to Death Row Records, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I think I remember we was talking about the that short video at the Source Awards.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I think that was, but no, it was something else that happened.
Yeah, it was something else that happened to make us think about that. Yeah. Yeah, that Shook video, boy, it's all up in the radio, all up in the TV. Come to Death Row. Said it so abruptly, man. It was crazy. So
it's iconic, man.
Yeah, it's definitely iconic. It's definitely hip hop iconic. I love it, man. So thank you for being on the show, brother. I've been meaning to get you for a minute. So now that we're here, it was one day I was just sitting around. I was trying to get my guest going. I was like, man, I got to interview Chris, man. I haven't even like interviewed him on this type of platform. You know what I'm saying? We do have conversations. Yeah. We have our conversations when we see each other and online and stuff like that. But to have a conversation on this platform, man, is definitely needed. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, I'm just gonna be kind of going anywhere, man, with it. So, are you a Bulls fan?
Die hard.
Okay. and I'm asking as if I didn't know, because I remember plenty of conversations that we've had, and you've made it known that you're a diehard Bulls fan. So let's start from there. How did that come about? And are you excited for the show that's coming up, man? That's releasing on Sunday, correct?
Yeah. I've been waiting on that. I mean, of course, living that whole era, you kind of know the story, but just like kind of hear the backstories of it, it'd be kind of dope. So I'm looking forward to that. But I started out, honestly, I was like 4 or 5 years old, and my granddad used to watch the Bulls play.
Okay.
So I used to sit with him and, just like right in Jordan's heyday. So every night, when they came on, it'd be me and him on the couch. So that, it's more of that, plus it just, the whole sentimental value of it. So
yeah, for sure. Yeah, you come from that era where sports for sure was a sentimental thing, man.
Yeah.
I know for me, man, I'm always going to have a tie-in with Minnesota Vikings because my grandma loves them. I'm always going to have a tie-in to like Seattle Seahawks because my mom loves them. Plus, I was born in Tacoma, which is like an hour or so away from Seattle. So that, especially when it comes to college, Gators, like, I mean, my family are just straight Gators. It might be one Seminole. And,
oh, man.
Yeah, and they almost, that one family member almost be about to get killed. You know what I'm saying? And around that time, around the time when Florida be playing when it's college football. So I definitely understand that.
Well, I'm on his side, so um, I wanted to be known. I do not like the Gators. I don't.
Hey,
I know
it,
I'm gonna lose some fans over that, but
nah,
I
you
mean,
good, man. You know you. They be like, oh man, I know that's the reason why I ain't like him. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
can't find a reason, but as soon as you say a
Exactly.
football team, they're like, yep, that's the reason why I don't like you.
That's why I don't go to his shows right there.
Straight up, man. But yeah, I came from that era too, man. I love the historical fact about a lot of the stuff that we're seeing now on TV because we grew up with it. So
Right.
I'm interested to see these backstories, man. Like, one thing that I'm interested in, brother, like Michael Jordan is always crying. He is always crying, and I'm like, this dude must have been holding on to so much when he was going through his, I mean, because he was a star.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, I go as far as to say probably one of the top 10 most famous people ever. I mean, well, in our generation, in our generation, or just in our generation for sure, he's like top 10. Like,
I mean, think about even the last 30, 35 years. I mean, who's been, even with LeBron? LeBron's great, but who's been bigger on this planet than Mike?
Nobody.
So yeah, I'm with you on that, and I feel like it's a lot we don't know about him, and I mean that spotlight ain't always easy.
Right. So
we just see the winning,
Right.
And there was no social media then to tell us, most stuff. Most stuff we know nowadays about most players is, is all over Twitter and everything like that. We didn't have that then.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, dang.
For real.
I'm ready to see this unpacking almost,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And it's 6 episodes from my understanding. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I want to hear all the backstories. I want to hear the good, the bad.
Right.
I know when I come out of this, I'm going to be like appreciating them more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I do. I reference myself. How I think as individuals, we always kind of parallel to somebody, whether it's our grandfathers, our fathers, or even like a public image. But I definitely like relate to like Scottie Pippen's side, so I would love to hear like his backstory.
I agree.
Like I tell people all the time, I'm like, man, I'm way better at Scottie Pippen than Michael Jordan. Way better.
I feel the same way with me. I agree.
Speak on that. What makes you feel that way? Like,
well, and I even compare it to like my art as well. It's like Scottie could lead. And believe it or not, Scottie was a much better leader than he got credit for. But,
facts.
But when you playing, with other people who are, who have that spotlight, who have the ball, then, I feel like the reason I say that in regards to myself, that I feel a parallel, it's like he was good in the role that he had to play.
Mm-hmm.
Not that he couldn't lead, but in a role where he wasn't going to be that type of leader,
mm-hmm.
he found other ways to contribute. He found other ways to lead,
Right.
Because think about it, in those days, Mike was a monster on offense, but I mean, somebody had to guard these players.
Right.
That was Pip,
Yeah, sure. For sure. So we can roll into the just the music part and get into everything that you got going on, what you've done in the past. I remember seeing a post on your page on Facebook, and make sure y'all follow. Is it Chris Williams Music, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so make sure y'all follow that. He has some great content on there, which you do a great job at doing, man. I love how you do that. Give the content to people. But it was a post that you made on your original page. It said, amazing how some people can have a following and still not be a leader.
Right.
Can you speak on that? What's your thoughts on that? That's powerful, first off.
Yeah. I mean, you see it a lot, and sometimes socially, sometimes, even in, the political standpoint and just in general. You have people who just have that kind of drawing to them. You know, they have a way of drawing people to them, you know, who can have like a cult following, but they really have nothing in regards to what they're standing for. What, you know, it's almost to say like some people are just so looked up to without really having a reason other than just being popular.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's like some people don't know how to channel that popularity or that, you know, attention into something to kind of, you know, give people something with, you know, content and anything like that.
Right.
You know, it's just like, and it's funny because you see it like all over the place. It's like some certain stuff you see where it's just like they have absolutely nothing to say, but everybody's listening.
I'm gonna sit on that for a minute. Yeah, that's powerful, brother. That's the same way I feel. That's why I mentioned that post, because it was definitely powerful, man. It was definitely a message behind that.
Yeah,
definitely a message behind that. So, musician, singer, I'm going to say producer. I mean producer. Producer. The producer that I see is content wise, but I know there's a musician definition of producer. So I'm going to go ahead and that's how I'm stating the producer part. So you're all of these things. Let's dive into it, man. I mean, like, what brought you to this place? You know, let the people know, like, you know, when did you start? Which one started first? You know, anything. Let's start from there.
Yeah. Well, the musician definitely started first, you know, and it started off just like how almost like 85 to 90% of the people that's into this started in church. I started off as a drummer, and what's crazy is like I hated everything else. Like I hated the keyboard. I hated, you know, I liked the guitar, but I mean, I just hated all these other instruments because me, like, drums was everything. And I turned 8 years old and my mom bought me a keyboard and I cried. Like, for real. Because I was just so hyped. I just knew I was going to get these set of drums I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And she brought this little box. And I'm like, what's this? And I opened it was a keyboard. And yeah, I cried. But what's crazy is like, it's funny how sometimes seeds are planted that you didn't even think were going to even grow into anything. And it's like, so that started learning that. And that helped me to kind of train my ear. So I became a little bit better singer. And just kind of like branched off of everything else. But what actually got me as far as like into it, actually started 2006 at Ariel's. I don't know if you remember Mike Ben.
Mm-hmm.
He used to do these open mics on Tuesday nights. And so I came one night and he was like, I was here for the open mic. And I had no idea why I brought my keyboard with me, but he was like, well, can you feature? I had no idea what that meant. I'm like, what you mean? He was like, we're supposed to have a feature tonight. He didn't show up. It was raining. There's like 3 people in there. It was like, well, can you do a show? I came for open mic, bro. So I was like,
right.
Ended up having to unpack a keyboard and set up, and I played like 3 songs. But again, it's like I came for the open mic, but I think right then kind of let me know it's like, you know, maybe this is something you can kind of get into. You know, I wanted to do it anyway, but it's like not knowing how. And sometimes you don't even know like what your ticket in the door will be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of went from there, and then I kept going and ended up meeting Joy Dennis.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of really got started for me. Started playing with her, and, you know, shout out to her because I learned a lot, you know, from sitting under her.
Right. Yeah, shouts out to Joy Dennis, man. My classmate. And she's definitely a great singer, man. She's definitely a great singer. So all of this was going on, and then fast forward to 2012, 13-ish.
Yeah.
You was like, okay, I need to start putting out music. That at the time when you did the feature, you didn't think about, did you have any thought of doing music as far as being a singer?
I did. I actually had written songs. That was really, a goal, but it was like one of those things where, when you're coming in something fresh, you don't know, you don't have anyone locally to relate to. As far as who's doing what. Prior to, like, after I graduated high school, I joined the Navy, so I was traveling. So even with that, kind of still not knowing like the ropes as far as like how to get in, it was more of an aspiration. Like, I definitely wanted to, but it was one of those things like I felt like I would have to like leave town to even pursue it.
Right.
So it's like, in between that time, I also met Tony White. Shout outs to him. His old fat. I ain't gonna say.
I literally just left him. We're working with another artist, and we're working together. Yeah, that's my brother too. Yeah, so you can call him. You can call him all those words. It's fine.
Yeah, but I mean, meeting him too. It kind of gave relevance to it as far as like, okay, it is possible for it to happen locally, and here's somebody that's doing it locally. So, I mean, that helped as well. But, at the time, featuring, it was just like, I looked at it as like a paying dues type thing until something comes along, because when you're not really sure of how to get in the door, you kind of have this little, and I'm not afraid to say it, this little fairy tale thing of you performing and somebody is in there,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting thought about that. I'm learning more about how where artists stand when it come to certain things. So to hear that or whatnot, I've heard a couple stories about that. Like you share the same story in regards to that. Do you feel like the fact that you felt like you had to leave, is that part of a fairy tale that you do you think that's a fairy tale, or do you feel like that's like a realistic thing?
I think, honestly, it's been proven that a lot of times, you have to leave. And I'm not necessarily, talking about my hometown, just, everybody's hometown. It's almost been proven that a lot of people who pretty much have gotten on or pretty much have gotten more of a notoriety, have gained a bigger audience, had to go elsewhere to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been proven that it's been 50-50, because it has been people who have never left and still have found that success.
Yeah.
And it's people who, left to find it.
Yeah.
So I think it's more now. I think now because, versus 2006 and, not sure when I think you started before that, right? It was what, 2003?
I was in it. I was in it for sure. In 2006, I was in it, but I didn't release an album.
Oh yeah, that's
2009.
right. I knew all about you, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is like, I think, looking at it like 14, 15 years later, now you don't even have to leave your room, because of how social media has taken off to where, there's different outlets versus then.
Yeah.
And especially it's harder when you don't know anyone.
Oh yeah, for sure. I was telling one of my friends about a couple of weeks ago, like how when I released my CD, it was like 2009. I was like, man, we had MySpace, and we were still pressing up CDs, and then once that was like the ending point of that era. So I had to learn. I had to like merge into like this whole streaming and understanding that, social media had became like this powerhouse for a lot of things to exist in the entertainment world or just anything. So I just like, the people that are out now, I'm like, yo, y'all need to use y'all platforms, because
you have to, man.
You have to.
If we would have had this then, man, shoot.
Oh, different story, different ball game for real. Yeah, we would definitely be flourished.
It's no excuse now.
Yeah, none, no excuse. Especially, like MySpace, like how slow it ran, and we still had to like hand out CDs and stuff like that, and just to even do like treatments when it came to videos, and let alone shoot the video. I mean, it's just a different ball game now. Like you can shoot a full-fledged video on your iPhone or your Android or any phone.
Seriously.
Yeah. So
Seriously. I mean, it's being done.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
like if that luxury would have been out then, man, come on.
Yeah.
And then even still, with the little bit we had, we were still trying to make it. You know.
Yeah. For sure. For sure. Speaking, I'm gonna take a little detour or whatnot. The app, like I don't really see nobody else in Jacksonville that does this, but it's like this app that has you singing, like you can sing 3 or 4 different parts, and it shows each part on one screen. Yeah. So,
acapella.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay, yeah, I would have loved to jump on that as far as on some MC tip, but I do admire the fact. That's why I mentioned earlier about the content that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like you have this this clever way of doing the content, and what made you get into that? I mean, because it's like you're the only one that I see, and I feel like I see a lot that utilizes this platform. So, how important is that to you? Like, did you just say, okay, I'm just going to just try it, or how did that come about?
Yeah, it was one of those things. Like, I was seeing a lot of people do it on Instagram. Not a lot of people doing, but I seen people doing it, and it was something. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And I tried it at first, because it was fun, and I just started singing different parts, and just it was at first like kind of wanting to get a reaction from just like people that I knew, and then it became more for me of a practicing tool.
Yeah,
it's like if I can and it, believe it or not, it actually helped me as far as production, as far as learning self-production. It's like if I can get all of this done, like this, then I can lay it down.
All right.
But it for me, it also helps me as a practicing tool. A lot of the videos I usually delete off of social. I just keep them and I just like practice off of them. So if I'm like playing around at home on guitar on the same song, I try to compare it to how I did on the video, see if I've gotten any better or worse. And even vocally, I do that. So it's more of a practicing tool, and it's fun. It's fun to do, but it became more of a practicing tool for me, almost like a gauge that I measure myself.
That's good that you look at it that way, man. As far as the practicing aspect of it, you always want to sharpen up your sword. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's dope that you're taking that avenue or whatnot, and then just being rightfully so, being a trendsetter in regards to that. Because like I said, I don't see anybody doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's a good look. It definitely helps with you standing out.
Yeah. And it's gained a lot of attention from people. That it's funny because it's like utilizing this platform of social media, you end up, kind of gaining attention from people that you normally wouldn't see. Or didn't even think you can reach. You never know who's, listening. I'm just having fun with it. So, I mean, it's cool that, I get the reactions that I do.
Right. Word. So to get back to jump back on the course, Vintage Soul is out. It comes out, and I think it got a great reception from it. So the album Vintage Soul, was it a personal thing? Was it just a musician thing? How did that come about?
Well, honestly, it was a lot of songs that I had written, and then it came out as a, of course, as a musician thing. I can't say that I was like. And also on that tip, shout out to Periscope. Shout out to Elisha Paris. I was signed to the label on that. But it was fun to do. It was really like my first taste of being in full-fledged studio as far as like the recording aspect of it. Definitely a learning experience, but it was fun. What people don't know about that is I got a song on there called While You're Playing, right? Mm-hmm. And there's somebody that was supposed to be on there.
Are you revealing? Are you gonna tell it or no?
I'm throwing shade and see if it's gonna catch it. But
Oh no! Oh, hold on. That shade. I feel that shade like creeping over me. Is it me?
Is it getting dark? It's getting dark over there.
What happened? What happened with that?
All right, so this is how it happened. The song "Why You Playing," I actually played around at home with that, and that's on all of that on the whole album. That's like the only song that I like mainly produce completely. But anyway, so I did the track for it, and I was telling the label that I wanted to collab. I gave them two names. I gave them Odd Rod and Al Pete. I wanted both of them on it, right?
Right.
So about a week later, I hear back that Pete was busy or something like that. He couldn't do it. So they got Nightcrawler. I'm like, all right, cool. Because, I mean, Nightcrawler's dope. But it's like, I wanted Pete. Dang, I wanted Pete. So, I mean, it comes out, Crawler does his, he does his thing. He kills it. And I'm like, it's still to this day like my favorite song on the album, but a little hidden shade there, like you were supposed to be on it. Man.
Oh man, but see, okay, so I don't. My memory is like really good, and my memory is really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember. Was it? I don't know. I mean, was it you that reached out, or was it?
See, that was the thing. Now, I mean, and I was joking as far as like shading you, but the thing was, it's like I don't think that they actually reached out, because my thing is, it was like I wouldn't have to go to y'all. I told y'all who I wanted, but my thing is I wouldn't have to go to y'all to get this done. I could have came to Pete myself. You know
got
what I'm
it,
saying?
and it would have been done.
And got it done.
And would have got it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it would have got it done. So it was like, and even if it was like, finances involved, I could have took care of that myself. I just wanted you on it. So it was like, looking back at it, I don't think they went to you, because it was like, man. And then by the time they let me know, I wasn't even in the studio when Carl laid his verse, when he laid his verse down.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying.
I had no idea. By the time I found out he was gonna be on it, it was already done. I was heated.
But so when it comes to the MC side, which we're gonna roll into that part, and then we're gonna take a break. Excuse me. I wear a lot of hats, but my main love is the MC side of it. Whenever I get an opportunity to be a feature on somebody else's, I feel like nobody even asked me to be featured, especially now. And I would love for somebody to say, yo, Al, like, I really want you on this album, blase, whatever. Like, I jump on it. Every chance that was ever brought to me to do it, I did it.
Right.
Like even if it didn't make the album or whatever, I've done it, because one, I love that collaboration aspect of it, and two, I respect your music, and I respect the things that you do in regards to your music. So that's why I'm just kind of baffled. I'm like, well, I don't think anybody would have came to me, because I would have never like let that ball drop at all. Even if even if they would have came to me and said it, I still would have been on them and like, yo, what's up? When we gonna record this? Because I just know how it is when it comes to being an artist, and for somebody to ask you to be on a project. Yeah, like, I mean, hell yeah, I'm on that. So that's why I'm like baffled. Like, I'm like, I don't remember Chris asking me to do this. And I definitely don't remember I definitely don't remember them asking me to be on it. And even with finances, like, I'm saying this now, but I mean, I'm knocking on wood. I'm thankful to make the money that I make when it comes to music. Now, the DJ side pays a lot of that, okay? So when I come to the MC world, I'm not really the one to be like, okay, well, you got to pay me for this or pay me for that, this, and the third, because I feel like I'm just blessed naturally with that. And I love being an MC. So finance-wise, I wouldn't have came from that angle. I would have been like, oh, okay, send me the beat. What's the topic? Let me write this 16 and make sure that it's straight with you. And when I do features, I write like 2 or 3 verses. Not even.
Right.
I don't even do that for my own music. I don't write like 3 different verses. So that's how dedicated I am with that. That's funny, man. That's weird.
Right. And you know what? I regret it too. And you know, I got to take my part in that too, because I should have just came to ask you. But you know, the thing is like when you're dealing with independent label and you're not really in control like you are told that you are.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only so much you can do. So I mean, it was just like, damn. But hey, definitely just now.
I mean, man, listen, that can be fixed with no problem, man. Any, if in your journeys of music, it don't have to be tomorrow. It don't have to be 2 years from. It don't matter. But whenever that hits you, and we talked about this when we did Twan's
Yeah.
That conversation was floating very hard when we did, and shouts out to Twan because we was all on the song together. So I remember having these conversations where it was like we need to collab, and I'm like, word, like I'm with it.
Right.
Damn, that's crazy. My apologies, brother. I mean, even though it went on me, man. I just want to apologize for that.
I mean, and my thing is, I felt like it would have been dope, but at the same time, it's like I feel like we full of dope music. I mean, it don't die, so
yeah.
We'll definitely get it going.
Wow, that's crazy. That's some exclusive. Y'all groovers, y'all are hearing the exclusives right now because that's crazy. Al Pete Al Pete would jump on some music for sure. God.
So y'all heard this, right? Y'all heard him say
y'all getting it, man. So y'all gonna get a song for sure.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's crazy. But nevertheless, that album comes out, and then in between time, because you released a single last year, which feels like it was dropped this year, but I think that's probably when I got wind of it. To Get Your Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with the single dropping, was that just something you just wanted to do, or is there a project to follow that maybe?
Oh, there's definitely a project to follow. But as far as that, I felt like it was definitely time for me to, to do something. And honestly, I kind of, after I split with, the label, I went through this period of like personal depression. I felt like everything was just like going on. It's like I'm back independent again. I had this ton of music ready for a second album, that unfortunately, at the time, me and the label split. So it's like definitely gonna have to finance this on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But then everything started happening. And then sometimes, man, you can just lose your will into it. You can just kind of like lose your way and just like, well, let me just hustle and, just be the musician, kind of put everything I got, on the back burner and just focus on being a musician because I got to make money.
Yeah.
Which is, understandable. But it's like I left the label, I want to say 2015.
Okay.
So it's like I let all this time go by, man. Things just felt like it just kept happening like one after the other. So it is almost like this period of depression. So, it was more so of almost like a celebration of kind of get my joy back.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. So, real quick, we're gonna I'm actually gonna play a song, Get Your Man. We're gonna listen to it and we're gonna enjoy it. RD Music did the cover, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
he also helped me produce this as well.
Ah, okay, cool. So let's listen to the song real quick, and then after that, when we come back, we'll talk about that process. I have a couple questions about the hustling aspect of it, because I felt like I feel like during that time you were saying about the depression part, I felt like you kind of lost love in that too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's dig into that. So, real quick, we're finna get into this jam. You want to introduce the song, sir?
Sir, this is still my newest single. It's called Get Your Man. I'm proud of it. Hope you dig it.
Yes, sir. Groove Sweet Podcast. We'll be right back.
Groove Sweet, Groove Sweet, Groove Sweet, Groove Sweet, Groove Sweet Podcast.
Go ahead and blame it on me if you wanna. I can take it. Only thing that matters to me is keeping you by my side. I know I'm a part of the reason why your attitude and the tears you cry. But where I am and where I've been, wondering can we run it back again? Oh yeah, I'm thinking you and me should put it back together. Come and get your man. Ready to give this love thing one more try. Come and get your man. Maybe this time around we can make it better. Come and get your man. Oh, come and get your man. I can live in the past and be bitter. I don't wanna. I just wanna get back to loving you the best way I know. Willing to do all that I'm supposed. Baby, it's you that I need the most. Girl, come here and kiss me. Stop fronting like you don't really miss me. I'm thinking you and me should put it back together. Come and get your man. Ready to give this love thing one more try. Come and get your man. Maybe this time around we can make it better. Come and get your man. Oh, come and get your man. Gotta get back to you. Gotta get back to you. Oh, baby. Gotta get back to you. Gotta get back to you. Oh, baby. Gotta get back to you. Gotta get back to you. Oh, baby. Gotta get back to you. Gotta get back. I'm thinking you and me should put it back together. Come and get your man. Ready to give this love thing one more try. Come and get your man. Maybe this time around we can make it better. Come and get your man. Oh, come and get your man. I'm thinking you and me should put it back together.
Groove Sweet Podcast. What's happening is Mr. Al Pete, Mr. Allen. We are Bike, BYKE for the Duval folks. Back for the world. We're here with Chris Wiliams, and we just heard his song, his newest single, Get Your Man, which is a very dope jam. So, what did he help you with as far as production wise, RD Music? Shouts out to him, man. A lot of people do not know that guy is a very great musician, producer, and stuff like that. Everybody knows him for his camera work, but he's definitely great on the beats. So what role did he play in it?
Well, actually, it was him that, as far as like, kind of challenged me as far as like getting back in the studio, because like we said before that, prior to that time, I kind of like lost love for it. And he actually saw one of those videos that I do on Instagram, and he DM'd me about it. Was like, yo, let's get up in the studio. And so, I went to his house once and, was messing around with this beat, which was actually to that song. So I kind of like put it together at his house. He played drums on it and he sent it to me. So I was like, cool. And I sat on the beat for like 4 or 5 months, man. Seriously. Did nothing with it. But what's funny is that I wrote that song actually while I was still on the Periscope.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna actually have that one, on that album, but kind of sat on it. Couldn't even find the lyrics to go record it. It was just in my head. So we actually recorded it, and it was like, he did the drums and everything for it, engineered it, and it's kind of made some history.
Yeah, man. I was very shocked when I heard it, and then because I'm real big on like backstories. Like I love the music, but I definitely get a kick out of listening to somebody talk about how the song happened. Like I love the history part of it, because it just be so funny how some of these songs that we appreciate so much, it went, it might have happened, right then on the spot, or it might have happened, 4 or 5 months later. So
right.
It was good to hear that he was doing music. I had a conversation with him always when he does my camera work for MPN or whatever, and I got wind of him doing the production or whatever. So I was like, he actually likes doing that, and I feel like he would want to do more of that, or at least get a little bit of balance or whatever. So,
And it's crazy. It's like I think that's what kind of drew me to him, because it's like he's so good at all these different avenues, and yet still it was like with me, he was like, yo, he took time out of that to try to get me on his music.
Yeah, man.
And honestly, I mean, I can honestly tell you, I can tell all your listeners, I didn't want to do it. I was content with, okay, I'm gigging every now and then, I'm playing, and I was taking trips to to New York, so I was like, well, maybe I can kind of rekindle a love for it here, but it's like that push he gave me to kind of let myself be heard again, man. I mean, shout out to him for real, because that's like that song almost didn't get made for real.
Right. Okay. Word, man. So let's speak on that part. We share the same. Well, I feel like I can relate to that period of time when you was like, it made it seem like you was like, okay, look, I want to be a musician. I don't always want to have to be. Well, I want to be a singer. I don't want to necessarily have to always be a musician. And I feel like that all of the time when it comes to me DJing, like all the time. Like I'm in a period now where I fall in and out of love with DJing. Some days, DJing is cool and it's a hustle, but I'm like, man, I just wish somebody would just listen to one rhyme of mine.
Right.
So,
and what's crazy about it, and I know me and you talk about this personally all the time, but I think unfortunately sometimes your local scene, your local surroundings play a part in that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, another thing that helped me was the back and forth traveling to Brooklyn on my birthdays and stuff, and just performing in those venues, because you kind of get a different feel for at least where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes locally, I mean, it can get to a point to where the people that you're doing it for can kind of make you have like almost a depreciation for what you're doing, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. Yes, sir. Sheesh. Yeah. Yeah, that was heavy right there. It made me, I know for me, it made me question a lot, even till this day. Like in this present moment that we're in right now, it made me question, like, am I even good at, like, am I even worth it, or am I even good at rapping? You know what I'm saying? And I know in my mind, I'm like, I know that I ain't gonna act like I'm like this Black Thought guy or whoever, but I know when in the lane that I exist in when it comes to hip hop and MCing, like I know I hold my weight.
Exactly,
so,
bro.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I feel.
And I without, and like I said, I know we've had conversations like this, but even just from the outside looking in, when it come to you, I felt that spirit. You know what I'm saying? I felt that mode. I felt it totally, brother. I don't even think we even like spoke on that factor of. I mean, right. I don't think we spoke on the factor of like how it's a hindrance when it comes to like the depreciation of it. We speak on it from a general standpoint, but from like the depreciation part of it, I don't think I can't say that we've have. And for me to notice that out of you, I was like, yeah, like it's it's just the artist thing that you recognize.
Right. And for me, it was just like, even with him convincing me, I had to just remind myself, like, yo, you didn't start this to be local. I mean, even when you didn't necessarily know how to get where it was that you wanted to go, you knew you didn't want to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that was also another push and a motivation for me too.
Yeah.
Because you can lose your way in it. I've seen it happen to a lot of people here. There are people who, when I started out originally, were like, you just knew it was only a matter of time before they went to New York or Atlanta or somewhere, and we wouldn't go see them no more. They were going to be all over. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just I just knew there were gonna be people that were just gonna like take off,
Yeah.
and not necessarily for like from being a millionaire standpoint of being world renowned, but it's like the city won't be able to hold him.
Yeah.
And then you see them years later, and they're not even doing it no more, man. Like
Yeah.
that's almost depressing.
Yeah, it is. I know a lot of MCs like that. A lot of MCs that just bowed out. They bowed out and was like,
but they were good.
They were
and there
great.
Are people who,
Great.
And there are people who honestly, I mean, I'm not being, disrespectful or arrogant to anybody because, hey, I mean, everybody has an opinion, but there are people who should have bowed out.
Yeah.
that
yes.
didn't.
Yes.
And it's like, you gave up, but this person, it's frustrating, man. That's why travel is so important. And, also taking advantage of this new social media age.
Mm-hmm.
That's very important because it exposes you to so much more than just what's in front of you.
Yeah, totally agree. And that's why I compliment you on the app that you use, the acapella app, and doing that. You know what I'm saying? Just trying things out. And I mean, one of the important words that you said was practicing. I think a lot of people get stagnant and feel like, oh, well, I ain't got to practice. But I know a lot of stars that still practice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
So it's funny to me when I see people like Timbaland, like before even the battle thing happened, like I see Timbaland like posting videos every day of him just like trying things out or hearing stuff and stuff like that. I'm like, this is the world renowned Timbaland.
Exactly.
But he's still putting out videos like, let me let y'all know what the business is. Here this go, And I'm like, this dude's still like on it. People like him, Swiss Beats, DJ Premier, a lot of these artists, I look up to them and I'm just like, wow, they still practicing like, they got their hunger.
They still got their hunger.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is it's so hard to keep. It's so hard to keep sometimes.
What, somebody as far as the hunger?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Sometimes it's so hard to keep it. There's some days where honestly, I'm sure you can relate to this. I feel like I'm good, as far as like what I do. Like I'm confident in my abilities and everything like that. And then there's some days I'm like, man, I suck. I want to hang it up,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
I've been like that at shows. Like everybody's, oh man, this is such a great show, and I'm in the car crying, like, man, I quit. Literal tears, man.
Yeah.
Literal tears.
Yeah. I totally get it. Or just, I know for me, I would just like get in the car and I'll just be like, I'll ride home and it's quiet.
Yeah.
It's just quiet. I'm just, it's sometimes it's a reason for it. Sometimes it's not a rhyme or reason for it. It's just like, I'm just quiet and I'm just like, I'd have been in rooms with a lot of people and been the center point of a lot of people and still feel like I'm just there by myself. Hence one of my albums, Fish in the Forest, actually, like that whole concept album is just being in the place and just still feeling like alone and still feeling disappointment and depression and depreciation. It's just crazy, man. So I totally get it.
Right. And it's frustrating because some people, they just want you to play.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They just want you to play. They don't. And then what makes it worse is that that's what they want, and it's a job. So you're doing the job, and you're like, I gotta do this.
Yeah,
it's like crazy.
And that's part like our fault too sometimes because it's like it sucks that right now the thing that I love is a job right now.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I have to approach it like it's a job,
Exactly.
Like it's first, like even for me, like even with my family, like my brother, he plays organ too, but every family function is always Chris play the organ or Chris sing, and it's like y'all don't understand. Like I have to do this for a living, so I'm not going to approach it with the same passion that I'm playing for my family. No, it's almost like it's another day at the office. It's like
yeah.
and it's almost like it sucks because it's like I'm not having fun. I'm working right now.
Right. And then when you be in that working mode, it's like you want to, like, okay, if y'all got me for this working, keep me in that working mode. Like I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to talk about nothing else. I don't want to see nothing else. I just want to do my job, get my check, and then go home
and be gone. Right? You don't want Chris Williams, that Chris Williams. You just want the Chris that play or sing. So let's let it be that. You know?
Right. It's crazy.
It's frustrating, man.
It's frustrating.
It's a gift and a curse sometimes, man.
It is, man. It is definitely, man. And everything that you're saying is so. It's such a mirror right now. It's crazy that you're saying that because I'm like, that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
It's like this it's like this psychological thing that we have to put ourselves through. You know what I'm saying? And even when you said we're at fault at it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy how like you know. You get that check and you get the money. You're able to pay your bills and do whatever you need to buy that that next equipment. But it's like you still have like this guilt over you.
Exactly. It's like I pimped you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, exactly.
It's like
I got you. Yep.
Exactly. It's almost like okay, taking all your. I'm gonna compare it. This how you feel. Like you come home, you tired. You take all your gig money. And you put it like stand in front of your bathroom mirror and just sit all your money on your counter. You just feel dirty and cheap, man.
Yeah. Yes. And it might be a great check too. It might be something that it might be something that just sets you over the top. But at the end of the day, you still feel like they like them people like gotcha. We got you, nigga.
Right.
Yeah.
You would rather much have people taking home your music because they enjoyed the show that you put on. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then here's $300 or whatever. You see what I'm saying? Because that money's gone by the time you get it.
Yeah.
It is for me. I ain't gonna lie.
No, for sure. No, I mean, because the mode that well, especially for me, and it's unfortunate about this, this virus that happened. Like I haven't, we're musicians, so we can't go into these venues and play anymore. We can't do anything. So I understand that money situation. I understand when it transfers to your hand, it transfers immediately out to, regardless, like I said, it could be a piece of equipment or it can be for mortgage. I mean,
exactly.
Yeah, so I understand that transferring aspect. And in the midst of all of that, which you already having a psychological thought about that, all these other thoughts come up like, that person that came and asked you, well, let me get your card because my grandma wants me to do, want to do this, and they want a singer or a pianist or a guitarist, and you just like, and you like, well, let me check my schedule and let me see if I'm straight, and you make the deposit and I'll be there, and you just like, ugh. And so like on a Saturday Saturday at 5:00, you would rather be home, listening to music, getting your thought process together, or even somebody listening to your music that you put so much work into. You want them to be able to appreciate it, and you'll be cool with that. But then you just got to go and be like, let me go and be a hoe.
Right. Exactly. Like you don't feel like loading up equipment. You don't feel like doing nothing.
Right. It'd be like it'd be so depressing. When it's like when they get to the time, because all right, so the gig starts at like 6:00. You got to be there at least by 5, no later than like 5:30ish, depending on how quick you set your stuff up.
Right.
So you're gonna start getting ready between probably like 4:00. So the whole day you're consciously like, when you wake up at 10 in the morning, from 10 when you wake up in the morning to like 3, you're consciously thinking about this gig the whole day.
Exactly.
And then you have to go and get ready. You in the shower looking like you just like depressed as all outdoors. And then you go and do the gig. You deal with the shenanigans with that. Then you got to put it back in your car. Then you got to go home and try to like diffuse from like all of these like pockets of psychological thoughts. And it's.
And meanwhile, in between that time, you haven't eaten.
Yep.
You already got a set list, and you can't even stick to that because people will come constantly ask you, can you play this? Can you do this? Can you do that? Your whole vibe is killed. You understand the vibe of the show and how everything else is supposed to flow. they don't. But then when they tell you how to do your job,
Mm-hmm.
man, bro,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yep.
it's like, why am I here? You know,
Exactly.
do I need it this bad?
Right.
I don't think a lot of people understand that side of it, you know, when it comes, you know, to us, because it's like, you know, for you being the MC and DJ, it's like the DJ is good because the DJ is feeding everything, but it's like, man, this MC of me is like, you don't know Pete, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like you think you do, man.
Right.
It's like, dang, you know.
Like, you're very correct on that. I'm like, you guys think you know, but
Right.
like, you have no idea.
Exactly.
No idea.
Exactly. He knows how to move the crowd because that's his job. But if y'all knew the MC, it's like, come on, man.
Yeah. Oh, even if these people would let me exist in that world, like, if I was able to balance a lot of other things outside of DJing with, you know, like, if I was able to balance that or even do it, it would bring more value to like the DJ side. Like, it would just make me, you know, I wouldn't know that it's a job, but I'll still come in there and like rock it.
Right.
Yeah. Like, and the same go for you. I know you feel the same way. Like, when, you know, if you was able to balance, and I say balance meaning like just be able to like flourish in that sector of your career, if you was able to do that more, and for the people to like receive it, you know what I'm saying, or actually like genuinely receive it, you wouldn't have a problem going to a gig like that. You just be like, you'd be like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this gig because I done got my little dosage of this and the third, and even the double back what we talked about before the break. That's why I mentioned about the MC side, because I'm like, if they would have came to me and said that, I would have been like overjoyed, because I don't never get asked to do that, never.
Right. And same for me. It's just like, you know, during a gig, it's like I'm already burned out before I start because I already know you want to hear Prince and you want to hear D'Angelo. And that's cool because I can do it. But it's like, I really got a dope song that I wrote that, you know, I would like to play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, you want to do it. Then it's like, okay, that's cool. Play D'Angelo. And it's like, you know.
Yeah. Draining.
It's like you're appreciating my ability to cover Prince and D'Angelo, but that's not what I am. It's like I'm not a cover.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we do what we got to do to get by. But soon after that, it's like sooner or later it burns you out, man.
Yeah, for sure. Ooh, great conversation. So let's speak on the musician aspect of it. And then we'll do a little wrap up with a segment called "What's Your Groove?" So I'll explain that when we get there. But so you stated back at the beginning of the interview, you stated that you hated all the other instruments,
right?
But you played the drums, you played piano, you play guitar, and you're great. I can't really say and I'm sure I probably have seen you play drums or whatnot, but I know from a guitar standpoint and from the piano standpoint, like you're amazing at it. What brought that, like, what took you from the crying part, from getting the keyboard from your mom to like being like a very great like keyboardist?
Well, this was funny. And thanks for that, man. I'm honestly working every day hard, you know, trying to get better.
I know, man, but I know that's the thing that when you said that story earlier, I'm like, wow, I want to hear this story.
So it started. So even when she bought the keyboard, right, I was like still reluctant to play it, and not. I know I'm gonna get a whooping for this, but my mom, it's the second worst thing I've heard in my life.
Second worst?
Yeah.
Who's the first?
Somewhere, I believe there's somebody worse than her.
Okay, I got
So
you.
I can't crown whoever number one is, but I know it can't be her. It just can't.
Shouts out to mom. Mom.
I shouldn't have said that. I should edit that part, man.
I got you.
Cut it out. No, but So she would sing around the house, and she would like be off keys, and I would be always able to go on the keyboard and like hit the key she's supposed to be in. I still wasn't playing at the time, but I was able to like find the key she was supposed to be in. So that kept going for a while. And my goddad got me a bigger keyboard by the time I turned 10. So I started playing songs off the radio. You know, I was playing Mary J. Blige Real Love, even though we couldn't listen to it because my mom was super saved. So, but I started from that and playing TV songs. By the time I got to high school, actually, she actually enrolled me in this piano class in school. I was mad about it, but I was like, okay, whatever, it's an elective. And I met this dude who played on the basketball team. He played keys, and he was like real good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, okay, maybe it ain't so bad. But what triggered it, Pete, was, believe it or not, I was in a math class, and I forgot the dude's name, and he was listening to this CD, and I heard this dude singing, and he was like, yo, I'm like, who is that? So I'm listening because my ear has always been triggered to music. You know, I always grew up old school music. So I heard this dude singing through a CD, and he let me hear it, and it was D'Angelo.
Mm.
And right then I was like, okay, I'm in.
Wow. Okay.
I picked up guitar because I always kind of wanted to fiddle around with guitar because of Prince and everything like that. But started taking it more serious when I got older because I kind of wanted to challenge myself to do more.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, kind of stuck with it off and on, and probably been playing solidly for about 2 or 3 years. Probably a lot better now if I would have started sooner, but I'm getting there.
Well, you're doing a great job on it, man. Yeah. Every time I know you when you're playing the keys, I know it's gonna be great. Even with the guitar, man, it's great.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
It's work, man. But you know, I'm grateful that people that you know I respect and look up to, you know, are able to see the work and the growth, and that's motivating as well, man. So, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah. Word. Cool, man. So, real quick before we get into our section, I heard you mention D'Angelo and Prince. Would you say that they're your influences, or you just know how to do? You just that's the pocket that you're in regards to you know, music wise or whatnot.
You know, it's honestly like a little of both. I've always admired Prince because he was able to play everything. You know, I used to always get in those debates when I was younger of who was better between, you know, him and Mike, because I always go say Prince.
Yeah.
But I embodied the whole thing of being a total musician, you know, and then also seeing for D'Angelo, it's almost like he was the more tangible version of Prince to me, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense, yeah.
So just like, you know, then it kind of slowly became the pocket that I was in. It became more so of, you know, just liking the music to it almost being a part of my DNA.
Right.
You know, and I'm grateful for the ability to stretch, you know, and be able to kind of be diverse. And I think that's because of that. Because you couldn't really put either one of them in like a certain pocket.
Yeah. No, you can't. I'm sitting here thinking, like, yeah, you can't.
Yeah, because it's like every album changes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's none of them's like the last. And I think that's probably, you know, in relation to Prince, you know, I ain't gonna turn this to a Prince conversation, but, you know, I think in relation to him, I think that's what, for me, signifies his greatness because, you know, no album is ever going to be like Purple Rain, and no album is going to be like any other before that. So it's just like he always has that ability to be diverse and stretch. And remember, this dude is releasing albums every year.
Mm-hmm.
Like every year, you're a whole different vibe, and that's, you know, I think that's the most amazing thing.
Yeah. You know, I always wondered was it a science that Prince had. I think we as in consumers, not necessarily me and you, but I feel like when it comes to Prince, you know, we try to tap into like that, to whatever they have, the abstract part of it. Like I tap in a lot to like Q-Tip. He's so abstract, and that's why they call him abstract.
Absolutely.
He's so like, I say subtly abstract, but I mean, he's abstract. Like he's out of this world when it comes to his thought process and all that stuff. But I always wonder with Prince, like I'd be thinking like, I wonder if he thought that, you know what, every year I'm just going to have a different vibe. Was it that simple? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It makes you wonder because, again, the 80s is no social media, so it's like he can't really tap into what everyone else is thinking in terms of how they're perceiving him.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah.
when you don't have that, and then when you refuse to allow yourself to be chained to that, like, you know, that's it's amazing because you can basically do anything at any time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you in a race with the times, and by the time somebody catches up, you're on something else.
Exactly.
It's like, it's crazy. It's like, imagine in 86 showing up to a Prince concert like, I know all Purple Rain stuff, I'm ready, and then he hit you with a whole new album
Right.
on stage, and you like,
On some like musicologist shit.
right. It's like, wait, what happened to
Yeah.
So it's like that. I think that's a real strong attribute, and I think that's lost now because, you know, everybody, you know, pretty much kind of rides the same wave.
Yeah, definitely.
And I get it sometimes because it's like, if you're making money doing it this certain way, and if you know that this is guaranteed to work all the time, and you don't have to stretch, you're not going to.
Yeah.
I love Frankie Beverly to death. I absolutely love Frankie Beverly. It's the reason he hasn't recorded new music in 30 plus years. He doesn't need to.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? It's no need or no challenge or anything like that to stretch.
Yeah.
And that's good. And that's bad for some people because not everybody has that.
Yeah. You're right. And you got to know it too as an artist. Like,
And you got to know it.
you got to know it, man. You got to know it. Or you'll be pushing for something and you know what I'm saying, you'll burn out or get depressed or whatever. Yeah. Got to know it.
I admire Mary J. Blige because you don't last 30 plus years, almost 30 years, without some type of, you know, without having some type of, you know, notion to change in some type of way or to grow and develop, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And shout out to her fans for allowing her to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, straight up.
They grew with her, you know,
Mhm.
when she got tired of being depressed, so did they.
Yeah, because you got to think about, I mean, the evolution of all that. Like, her fans that started with her, I mean, they in better spots now. You know, they done got married, their kids and got older, or, you know, they just in a different part of life. So they're like, okay, cool. Well, I understand that my favorite artist is in that different life too. I feel like that with the artists that I love, especially Big Boy from Outkast. Like,
oh yeah, man.
him, Fonte. Like, I just, you know, I look at them and I'm like, okay, I remember when they first came out. We you know, especially Fonte, like he was talking so crazy about women. And like his positions when it came to women, now, you know, now dude married.
It's funny how looking at now versus then, and like how the world sees them now versus how they saw them then.
Yeah.
Like everybody loves Big Boy. I'm like, man, y'all thought he was one of the craziest niggas in the world.
Right. Now,
Like,
all of a sudden, oh, okay, y'all with us now. Oh, okay, cool.
Right. Oh, so now Snoop Dogg's cool?
Right.
Yes. You're not scared of Q no more?
Right. You know what? I should call my mom and tell her that, because I remember growing up in the house. You know, like Cube is one of my top 5 MCs on my list, and I'm like, and I just love what he does. And my mama like hated the fact that I love like Ice Cube and NWA and, you know, and all that stuff. But now, you know, shit, I done raised a kid off music. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's just like I'm not on the same level as Cube, but I'm on that same level in regards to mindset, and it's crazy. Like, it's crazy.
Exactly.
Like Snoop Dogg, it's okay for you to smoke weed in our house. Like, it's totally.
Thank you. Like they give him a show with Martha Stewart, knowing he's high. They let Ice Cube. Listen, how many movies have Ice Cube been able to play a police officer?
Man.
Well, I remember him going to jail in Detroit for singing.
Exactly. I mean, look at Ice-T, dog. Like, Ice-T is
Right,
like...
he was cop killer. Now he's on Law and Order.
He's a face on Law and Order, easily.
The face of Law and Order, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Evolution is something, man.
Evolution is crazy, man. Evolution will humble your ass, too.
Yes. Yes.
It would definitely humble you. So
if it don't, old age will.
It's exactly one of the two. One of the two. So, all right, my groovers. I want to thank Chris so much for taking the time out to talk with us, man. Listen, brother. First off, thank you very much for being on here. Second off, thank you for being such a solid dude. And just a very solid dude. I definitely appreciate the creativity that you give. I also appreciate just the candidness about yourself that, you know what I'm saying, that plays with that is your character. And I definitely appreciate that in the climate of all the things that we went through and especially now, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're very thoughtful, but at the same time too, you like death row niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like, you you play that role very well, and I think that's admirable, you know what I'm saying, on my end. So just want to thank you again for being on here, brother.
Man, I thank you for having me. Like, honestly, I've known you for how many years, and like, you've always been the same. And it's a blessing to see that, man. And honestly, like I said, man, I always felt that you was dope. So I appreciate you having me on, man. This means a lot.
Nah, no problem.
I don't get to talk. People don't think I like to talk. So
nah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had thought about you plenty of times, but you know, the stars and the moons and stuff aligned, and now we're here. And listen, if you ever feel like you want to come back and talk on the platform, or you want to introduce us to some music, whatever, brother, like, the floor is all yours. Like, please feel free. Please feel free. If you just want to call and just talk about something crazy, and you want me to cut on the mics or even not cut on the mics, like, you know, we just got to get up or something like that and just talk. I'm with that shit. I'm with it totally, brother.
Yes, sir, man. You got to show me how to use this SR2, man. I got this damn DJ thing.
Oh, man.
What the hell I'm doing?
Oh, man. Yeah, dog. Yeah. We'll set some time up on that. I mean, once you learn the simple buttons, you'll be good to go, brother. But I know it takes time and stuff, and I know you know your music, man. I saw that post when you said about Dilla. I was like, I love that post. I was like,
they don't want to battle with Dilla.
Yeah.
I wish that somebody could just go in his crate and just do it for him.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't want it with him, man.
Man, Dilla, man, that's what I'm saying. Dilla was that heat, man, and it, yeah.
All you got to do is play Q-Tip album, amplified, just the instrumentals.
Yep.
You got to have him rap, and he's won, man.
Yep. Killing it, man. Definitely a great dude. So,
yeah.
All right, last segment real quick before I let you go, brother. The segment, my groovers already know what time it is. It's called What's Your Groove? And this is the section where we ask the guests to give us a song or give us an album or what they want to recommend to the listeners, or just let us know what you're listening to right now. Like, what's in your tape deck? What's anything that you want to give us, like, just let us know where you at music wise.
Ooh, got you. Well, I would recommend shout out to my guy's name, Jermaine Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
His album, let me pull it up real quick. He's actually a background singer for D'Angelo. His name's Jermaine Holmes. Stronger Than My Feelings is the name of the album. Real dope dude, I know.
Okay.
Of course, I'm always listening to, my old stuff. Of course, I'm listening to Amplified by Q-Tip. Recently, I don't know why, it's been in my head, I've been listening to Rocket Man by Elton John. Don't ask why, man.
Nah, do you listen, you got Apple Tidal?
Tidal, yeah.
Okay, so on Apple, he has like a he has a radio show on Apple. I listen to it a lot. So trust me, it's cool that you're listening to Elton John.
Elton was that dude, man.
Elton loves hip hop. Elton, he loves hip hop. He loves hip hop. Like,
yeah,
that dude know his music, but I've heard him have conversations about hip hop. I'm like, wow, would have never thought.
Right, like you would have thought he would hate it after Eminem, but
exactly. Exactly, but he loves hip hop. He loves music too. He loves music, like, yeah. So yeah, that's a great choice, man. That's a great choice. I sampled him too. I got to find the beat.
Really?
I sampled I forgot the name of the song. It was like na 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 na. I know it's that. That's the chorus part.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, I sampled him, man, or whatever. I was listening to like his music a while back, and I heard that part and was like, yeah, let me try this out. So
yeah, man.
Okay, cool. Well, some good selections. Good selections for sure, especially the amplified. The amplified. Yeah, we had I remember we had a conversation about that.
In the last 25 years, next to possibly Kendrick Lamar's, that's got to be the greatest album in hip hop. I mean, I stand on that.
No, that's a great.
To everything, like I stand on that. Like
Q-Tip is brilliant, man.
Yeah, I mean, whether you rock with Tribe or not, like you can't deny that. Like this dude is like genius hip hop. Yeah. Like
genius hip hop. That's a great word to use. Genius hip hop.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. So, all right, y'all, my groovers. Like I said, this is an interview with Chris Wiliams. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all go follow him. I know on Facebook is Chris Wiliams Music. What's the IG and the Twitter?
IG and Twitter is Chris Soul Singer. All one word.
Chris Soul Singer. So y'all make sure y'all follow him. Be on the lookout for him because he's going to be he's working on the album, and we're going to be exclusively playing that on the Groove Suite, I'm hoping.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And,
so
I cuss every now and then on Twitter, but just ignore it. I delete it later. I just be frustrated. But
no, it ain't no worse than mine. So we good to go. That's no worse than mine.
Hey man, that's Death Row Soul, man.
Death Row Soul. Hey.
Ooh, I should call the album that.
Death Row Soul. If you do a mixtape, that'll be perfect. Death Row Soul, dog.
For real. For real. That's what you gonna call it.
Yes,
Death
sir.
Row Soul. Sure can't do nothing to me. He locked up.
He locked up for good. He ain't going nowhere.
For real.
Yeah, so, but yeah, y'all make sure y'all follow my brother Chris Wiliams. Again, make sure you follow the Groove Suite on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TheGroovesUite. And yeah, I see y'all on the back end. Make sure y'all last thing. Make sure y'all tune into the Sound of Duval on Sundays from 8 to 12, from 8 p.m. to midnight with Mr. Peterson's Neighborhood. We give our episodes of the podcast network on there, which the Groove Suite will be on there. And also Tuesday Tunes. Shouts out to Christina Curates. She does that, and Sunday Vibes or whatnot. So we have a playlist of all of some dope music or whatever. And we're going to get Chris Wiliams music on there. I actually was texting her and sent her the songs to put on there. So, well, I put like 2 of your songs on the playlist. So be on the lookout for that, guys. And that's it. And we are out of here, man. Y'all be good. Be safe. Please be safe. Please be safe. Please be safe. We out of here, y'all. The Groove Suite podcast has been brought to you by Mr. Peterson's Neighborhood and the Groove Suite, powered by 92.7 The Beat and Hip Hop and Hookah. Make sure you stay in tune with us on our socials, on Instagram and Twitter at The Groove Suite, and on Facebook, The Groove Suite Podcast. If you want to email us some music, tell us that you like us, email us at groovesweetjacks@gmail.com. New things, new vibe, new soul, all that. Thank you to everybody who supports us, rock with us, and vibe with us. The Groove Suite.